All right. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And if you haven't shared, feel free to share this post. Okay. All right. Welcome, everybody. Again, if you missed, I am going to show you some pretty cards using the Abstract Impression stamp set. Here it is. It is very, very pretty. And it coordinates with the Springtime Impression Thinlits. And here's what they look like. This is really big butterfly. This beautiful flower. And then a tiny little flower here. So this is what you get in the bundle. And I didn't look up the price. I'll post a link to how much it is. But this is the bundle that we're using tonight. So the first card that we are going to make will be let's do the butterfly one. And this is just a piece of Very Vanilla cardstock, the thick Very Vanilla, and I'm just folding it in half. And I'm using some of the Tea Room Designer Series paper. Now this paper isn't on sale, it's a specialty, but I loved the butterflies in here, so that's why I chose that. I'm just this is a 4x3 piece of cardstock that I am just going to attach to Rich Razzleberry that is 4 1/4 by 3 1/4. So this will go down here. And then I took some of our we have this new, it's tulle polka dot ribbon, and it comes in white or Very Vanilla. So this is a Very Vanilla. It might be hard to see on camera, but it is vanilla. So I am just going to wrap this around this piece and tie a knot. Now my other card, I actually tied a bow, but it was a little bit hard. The little polka dots were kind of snagging, so I am not going to attempt that on camera. So we're just going to make a little knot and then trim that off with our snips right here. So next week, I will try to show you the Healing Hugs. I hope I said it right this time, stamp set. So there we have our polka dot ribbon, and it's just a little light touch. We're going to put Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of this, and one on each corner to attach this down. And then I stamped the words on the inside, so we will stamp some words on here. Here we go. So this will go down right here. And then our butterfly is in Rich Razzleberry. And I'm going to stick this butterfly down with a mini glue dot. Which are, here they are. I just got a brand new box. So the easiest way to use mini glue dots is you take your paper, you can see maybe you see the little dots there, and you're just going to press one on, and it's stuck. Do you see that? And that, I'm going to put one more, but that just one would probably stick. So that's how we're going to stick this little butterfly down. I'm going to make sure that I stick it so the top is going to actually stick to the paper, and I'm going to kind of turn it so it looks like it might be flying off the edge. And then I'm going to grab our pearls, and I have a gem there. And I always use the tip of my scissors. I'm just going to lift off one of the larger ones, except for it just went flying. And I will attach it up here. And then 2 of the other ones. Okay. So this is the outside of our card. Now for the inside, we are going to stamp Kindness Changes Everything. So let me grab that and my block, which is right here. Now under this grid paper, I'll show you, I have my foam mat, and I just stuck my grid paper over top. I'm going to make sure it's going the right direction, and I'm going to use the Rich Razzleberry ink. So these are our new ink pads. You can select any color family you want, again, if you want to get this starter kit. And I'm just going to stamp this right in the center, just like that. So there is our first card using that butterfly die. I really wanted to show you the framelits in there. So there is the first card. Can you see that? This butterfly is just really, really pretty. I was really sad when our other butterflies retired, but then this came out, which is awesome. So here is the first card. Now I'm going to go on to our next card. And for that one, we are using powder pink and pear pizzazz. Now for this card was a swap card that I had made, but I actually used soft sea foam. And guess what? I have 2 soft sea foam ink pads, and again, they're at my studio. Like, I am so sorry, you guys. I have just been a crazy person lately. So we'll get my stuff together one day. So we have the pear pizzazz and the powder pink ink. That is what we'll be using on this card. And I have a piece of Whisper White that is 4x3 as well. Now I just need a block, and how did I got ink on there. So lucky for me, I can flip it over and we can still use it. There must have been ink on the outside of that thing. Thank you, everybody. I see a few comments that you like the card, so thank you. Thank you for watching. And feel free to share this if you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Okay, so I put my little stems on there, and I'm just going to ink that up and stamp this along the bottom once, and then do it a second time over here, just like that. And then I'm going to switch it to the flowers. Now these are the flowers, and you can see it kind of has, maybe like that, kind of goes down in an L. So it lines up like this on your card. So that's why I have my grid mat here, because it's going to go off the edge. And then after I stamp it, I'm just going to move it over. Do you see how it lines up? And it'll line up again like this. I've used this a few times at class, and people are kind of confused by that, but that's how it stamps anyway. So it makes it it's very easy to do. And I'm going to use the powder pink, and we're going to stamp it there. And then I'm going to stamp it one more time. So there we have that. And then we're going to stamp some words at the top. Now on this one I did thank you. On this one I'm going to do one of the other sentiments, because this has some really pretty sentiments in here. I think I'm going to do, if flowers were hugs, I'd send you 1,000. So that's what I'm going to use on this card. So let me grab that one. That's actually the one I used on my actual swap card that I did. So this goes here. And then I'm going to put that right in powder pink ink as well. And this is just going to go right along the top. Just like that. So now we can put our card together. I don't know what I keep doing. It's like I keep getting pink ink on me. Okay, so this is pear pizzazz, and this is just going to layer on here. Now that I'm done with the ink. And then we're going to take the wood texture DSP, which is on sale. It's one of those ones you can pick for buy 3, get 1 free. We're going to take that, a piece of that. It's 2 inches. Here it is. 2 inches by 4.5. And we're just going to put that across the back there. This is probably my favorite DSP that we have, is the wood textures, because it is very, very versatile. So I love that. Got some extra glue. So I'm just going to attach this down here. And then this is going to go down. You could pop this off, but I'm just going to put it down flat. And then I'm going to take some of our true gentleman buttons. I'm going to take that one right there. And I'm going to stick that down with a mini glue dot, just like I did the butterfly. You find a glue dot and you press it down, and then when you lift it off, the glue dot is there. And I'm just going to put this little button right there, and then I have some linen thread here, and I'm going to make a bow and attach the bow right on top of the button. I'm not threading it through there. Now, I know some people do that, but this is like my little cheat way, and it works great. I don't have to worry about threading it or any of that. You just make I'm doing a double bow, and then I'm just going to make it a little bit smaller and trim the edges and stick it on with a glue dot. So there we have it. So there's our little bow. Put a glue dot on here and put it right over in the center of that button. And there is card number 2. So there it is with the thank you, and here it is with the if flowers were hugs, I'd then send you 1,000. Now, I did have one more card in mind, but I ran out of time, so we're going to make it together right now, if that's okay. Does anyone want to see a third card? Let me know, and if not, I'll end here. Real quick, I have a tip with the mini glue dots, because at my classes, people, we use them all the time. So people like to rip this all the way off. But then what happens is there's glue dots that then stick everywhere. So when you get mini glue dots, you want to make sure that your paper wraps around to cover the last glue dot. So here's my last glue dot. Then I can rip the excess off. Because if I don't do that, then you're just going to waste a ton of glue dots. So it's just something I keep meaning to mention, because at card class, people are so helpful. And then, anyway, the glue dots get stuck everywhere. So that's just a quick little tip if you use those. Okay, so it looks like people want to see one more card. And I don't have the finished sample, but we're going to use Coastal Cabana and Whisper White. So these are the 2 colors we're going to use. And what I went ahead and did is I took that die in my Big Shot, this one right here, and I ran it through, there you can see it. I ran it through the Big Shot in Whisper White, and it came out looking like this. I love it. I love, love, love it. Like that. Like, that is so pretty. Just with that die, like, it's just so amazing. You can make such beautiful cards with this bundle. Okay, I won't mess with that, putting it away. So, this is going to fit perfectly right on here. And then we're going to stamp some words over there. Okay, so here's just Whisper White. We're going to fold and grab our bone folder. Hopefully I don't have pink on me anymore. And then the Coastal Cabana is just 5 1/4 by 4. But before we attach that, I want to put this piece down. And you will want to use your die brush to get out all of the little pieces. I'm going to use mini glue dots. You can use liquid glue as well, or fine tip glue. So I'm going to actually put mini glue dots, like probably 3 or 4. You don't have to worry about getting it perfectly, but as long as you get a few down, these glue dots are amazing and they will stick. So I'm just going to find a flower there and press it and lift up. So there's one. I'm going to put one down here. And we'll do one over here towards the edge. And maybe one more. And then we will stick this down. We'll do one more over here. Okay, so I have 4 mini glue dots on the back. There, 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 and up here. Now we're just going to put this down, stick it down, and then I'm going to take this stamp that says, "There's so much to love about you." And we're going to stamp that right there in the Coastal Cabana ink. So let me switch out my ink, my acrylic block, and we'll stamp that. Okay. We'll ink this up. I got my mat right underneath there, so we're going to stamp that right here. And then we're going to layer that on here. Again, this is a very, very quick card. You could definitely add a lot more to it to make it to jazz it up is what I'm trying to say. I'm thinking. I think it would be super cute to add a little heart right here in the little apron builder punch. There's a tiny little heart that you could add right there. What I am going to do is I'm going to grab some rhinestones to add on there. So I just saw some. So let me grab the rhinestones really quick, and we will add those. Okay, sorry. We'll add a few rhinestones to the center of these flowers. One right there, just to give it a little bit of sparkle. Put one there. One right here. And there. So, can you see the little rhinestones on there? So again, just a super quick card, but this right here does all the work for you. And you could stamp whatever sentiment you needed up there. So I'm going to show you all 3 cards that we made with the abstract impression stamp set in the framelits. We did this one and the butterfly and the flowers. So there's 3 cards that you can recreate with this stamp, and you can make any of these with different colors. Like you can totally change out the colors and get different variety just by changing out the colors. Again, I did this card for a swap, and I used soft seafoam, which I'm not gonna lie, I liked it a lot better. I mean, this is pretty, but the soft seafoam was really, really pretty. So those are just 3 different ideas using this bundle. If you'd like to order this bundle through me, I do have a host code that I will need to post because I have one for July. Let me switch the camera view back. Could you please tell again what paper you use on the framelits with the last card? This card right here, I used Whisper White for the flower, just regular Whisper White cardstock, and then it's on Coastal Cabana and then the thick Whisper White. So that's how I just ran it through our regular cardstock, and the butterflies just ran through Rich Razzleberry. So if anybody has any questions about any of the cards that I made tonight, let me know. I'll go back through and answer all your questions. And if you have any questions about the designer series paper special, about the bundle, or if you decide you would love to join the Owl Star Stampers with me, please let me know, and I can help you and direct you in that way. Again, thank you for joining me and sharing, and if you do that, I will again be giving away a prize. I always try to mail out something to somebody from the comments. So thank you for joining me, and have a great night, and I will be back here next Wednesday. So see you then. Bye.